Hey, good morning everyone. We are on day 2 of our 25 to transform. Although by the time you watch this video, it'll probably be evening or maybe tomorrow morning, because I will upload it when I get off work this evening. Just driving into work right now on my morning commute. And I want to share with you a very powerful tip that's really going to transform your success rate. And it's just simple, two simple words, that if you implement these into your daily routine, you're going to start to see a real difference in how you go through life. And those 2 words are be intentional. I know that may sound really simple, but the fact is a lot of times we tend to live life in reaction. Now in a future video, we're going to talk about how to move from a mindset of being a victim, as I like to call it, to being a victor, where we're actually in charge of our life rather than just reacting to it. But a step in that process is being intentional. And so I tell people, if you really want to experience change, you've got to be intentional. Now, what does that mean? Well, take, for example, brushing your teeth. You brush your teeth 2, maybe 3 times a day, maybe once a day. And that's because a long time ago, you intentionally decided to start brushing your teeth, or was trained to brush your teeth, and that intentionality became a habit. And so the habits you experience today are the things that you intentionally chose to do years ago. Now, some of those habits that we have in our life may very well be bad habits, and yet they got there the same way. We intentionally did them, maybe unintentionally, because simply just living in reaction, and now they've become a part of who we are. So the way that we want to change those is by being intentional. So how does that apply to our goals? Well, you take whatever your goal is for this year, or maybe your several different goals. And tomorrow we'll talk about realistic goal setting. But take one of your goals and just say, let's say I want to get 30 minutes of exercise. Okay, so you got to plan that. You got to be very specific. I'm going to do this amount of exercise at this time, this many times a week. As you're going through your day, you can't let other things interfere with that goal. So as you're planning out your week, as you're planning out your day, you schedule in things that are immovable. These are things that I have to do, that I'm going to do no matter what. Now that may require some flexibility. So let's say today maybe I have to be to work at 10 a.m. So I would like to do some exercise, but maybe I'm not able to get it in before I go to work. So I'm going to do it when I get off of work. Or maybe because I'm going in a little later, I can do it this morning. And tomorrow I have to go to work earlier, but I'll get off earlier, so I'll do it later in the afternoon. So I'm just trying to give you some examples. I know they're kind of very simple, but it's just the real reality of life that we live with every day. And that is, you have to be intentional in everything you do, especially when it comes to changing your habits. So we'll talk more about this in the future, but I wish you all a great day, and let's be intentional.